So check this out. This is my dream setup that has finally came true. With work increasing and everything, I have actually outgrown my fuel supply. So in the back of this truck, I have a 110-gallon auxiliary fuel tank. But with the projects I'm getting more and more bigger and bigger, this machine right here, it burns 100 gallons a day. So when I'm sitting there running that, I have the excavator, dump truck, other equipment running. What I'm doing at the end of the day, I'm running out of fuel. So I don't have enough equipment to fuel this up. So I've been looking into these trailers. I talked with them at Con Expo. Mike Dirt Perfect has one. When he came down to my house last year and worked on the off-road truck, I kind of looked over a lot and kind of drooled over a little bit. I really looked at it a lot harder at Con Expo and kind of realized that like this is actually the setup I need. So this is a Thunder Creek, I forgot the model number, but it's a 690-gallon fuel tank. So with this trailer setup, it has 6 individual 115-gallon tanks. So this one is rated to carry 690 gallons. They make them smaller where you can get 4 tanks, or you can get 8 tanks and carry up to however much that is. You do not need a hazmat license to haul this around because they are in individual tanks under the requirement. I think you can't go over like 119 gallons or something per tank before you have to have a hazmat endorsement to be able to haul a fuel trailer around. So pretty much anybody can tow this. This trailer setup, Dexter axles, 14-ply tires, super nice setup there, very heavy duty. Right here, I'm starting to get more and more equipment that has DEF, and as you can tell, in the back of the truck, I have a 2.5-gallon jug back there. So the excavator, it'll burn about a jug a day, and then the other stuff, it's nice to have the jugs, but it's a whole lot more convenient to have this now. I'm not ending up with so much wasted jugs. Those are like anywhere between where you buy them $15 and like $22 a jug. I stopped at the truck stop the other day and bought this for $3.99 a gallon. So it's definitely a whole lot cheaper to buy it in bulk. It has a fill nozzle right here. If you have a blue tote, you can put it in there or tote and unclick that and click tank fill, and it'll actually suck it up out of the tote. Or you can do like I did and went by the truck stop the other day, and it's got a fill cap right there. You put the nozzle in there and fill it right up. So that is very nice. Electric fill, that's sucking it, that's dispensing it, sucking back out. So there is a battery right here. That is got an electric jack right here to raise and lower it. It's actually a pretty strong jack. It'll actually pick the truck up. Right now the front 4 tanks are full of fuel on here, so that's a fair amount of weight on the front of this. As you can tell, it's got no problem picking the truck up. So we'll raise that back up before I forget about it. Nice heavy duty hitch on it, fire extinguisher. On top of the trailer right here is a solar panel. I'll show you, well, you can probably see it right here a little bit better. There's a solar panel right here that keeps the battery charged. It is an electric pump for the DEF fluid and the jack right there. So that gives it plenty of time to charge back up. There is a, is that 1 inch or is that bigger than 1 inch hose? That's 1 inch. Gas powered pump right here for pumping the fuel. And when I say it pumps the fuel, it pumps the fuel. I think it's around 35 gallons a minute. So it does not take very long to fill up. I swear it might be faster than that because I filled up the off-road truck the other day and it was like 45 seconds and the tank was full. What I'm trying to achieve right here is there's still a lot of times that I have people here and there's a lot of times that I work alone. And at the end of the day, you know, I've already worked a 10-hour day. With that tank set up, it says it pumps like 10 or 15 gallons a minute. It's more like 6. So when you're sitting there filling up the excavator, you're putting 60, 80 gallons in it. You're taking, you know, 10 to 15 minutes per machine to fill up. This, I'm going to knock it down to about 2 or 3 minutes. So I'm going to be able to run around, fill everything up a whole lot faster. How this works, if you come right here and look, they have a main switch on and off right here. So if you just want to put or pull fuel out of the, say, the first 2 tanks right here, you can flip these switches. See, I have fuel in the first 4 tanks, so when I pump out, I'll cut all those on. And if you have tank or fuel in all the tanks, you cut all that on, it pulls out of them all evenly. But like I said, say it's a little heavy in the front here, I just want to pull the fuel out of the first 2 tanks, I can cut that on. There's electronic diverter valves over here. We'll go around over there and check that out. But that's what cuts it out. There's a sump pump in the bottom of each one, and you can electronically cut on each tank to be able to pull fuel out of it. Say I want to keep those 2 center tanks full, I can cut those off and just pull out of these 2 and the back 2, or vice versa, how that works. Back here in the back, is the generator, air compressor, air powered grease gun. I've actually never had one of these, and I've already used it a little bit, and I'm very, very happy with it. Like I said, bulk savings. Case of 10-pack of grease tubes I bought the other day, 55 bucks. It's like, you know, 10 tubes of grease. Or I buy a 5-gallon bucket of grease for 150 bucks. So you're getting so much more for your money there buying in bulk. Probably a little over a gallon gas tank. Grease nozzles right here, 50 feet of hose, reach whatever you need. Comes with a paper towel holder, put some cans right there. Generator, you got 230 and 115 volt power cord on a reel, and air compressor or air hose right here for your air tools. Most likely I'll just put a blowout nozzle in here, be able to clean out air filters, air up truck tires. That was kind of another bigger concern that I had was, you know, the off-road truck, knock on wood, I've not had to ever put any air in the tires, but if it comes down to it and, you know, the tire starts leaking, eventually I'm gonna have to put some air in it. And as you can tell, I'm out in the middle of nowhere and there's nowhere to be able to get an air supply from to fill that up. I could bring a generator and a little air compressor, but that right there builds a lot of volume fast and it will pump up a tire very quickly. And then on this side of the trailer, you can just kind of see the back side of everything. You can get to everything. The def pump, all the valves right there for controlling the tanks. And I guess the main thing that I haven't even mentioned was the logo on here. They kind of surprised me with a my logo wrap with an excavator kind of silhouette here in the background, which I think turned out absolutely awesome. So I'm super excited about this. What I'll end up doing for this trailer here, it's got a couple of GPS tags on it, so I know where it's at all times. I'll probably just leave this on the job site and you can lock up everything on it. I'll block it in with the equipment. And most likely I'm just going to use it as like a on-site, you know, fuel lube trailer. Fuel company can come out here. Each one of these tanks has a fill cap right here. It's a little bit more time consuming to fill, but not really. While that one's filling, he can unscrew that cap and you just go bam, bam, bam. Fill up these 3 tanks, go over there to the other side and fill up those 3 tanks. And it doesn't take long to fuel everything up. So super nice, super handy. I'm very excited to have this set up. I think in the long run it's going to save me a whole lot of time, because right now, you know, I'm spending at the end of every day another 20, 30, sometimes 40 minutes fueling and greasing everything up at the end of the day. And then I have to go home because I got a bulk tank at the house originally and fill up that tank, and it's got a smaller pump on it. It takes like another 20 minutes. So really I have like probably 45 minutes to an hour every day in fueling up. It's not only that you have to fill up the equipment, you got to go home and fill the truck back up. So if I can have this either on the job site, fuel truck comes out here, fills it up, or, you know, once a week or every other week, go to the fuel place and have it filled up. I have options on doing that. So that's, I think that's going to be a game changer as far as giving me a little bit more free time, because as everybody noticed, I don't have a whole lot of free time in life. And if I can gain another 30 to 45 minutes a day to be able to do things that I want to, I think it's worth every penny of it. So the D6 actually needs some fuel in it, so I'm going to show you exactly how everything works on this real quickly. So it's actually got an electric start or a pull start if that fails. Cut fuel on, choke on, a little bit of throttle. So I'm going to cut this on. I want to pull out of the first 2 tanks right here. So I'm going to click those 2, get the nozzle, go ahead and use the gas. girl takes some fuel, so but it's got a big fuel nozzle here, so check this out. You see it? I'll show you how fast this thing puts fuel out. Watch out, you might get sprayed there. It is pumping the fuel. So it won't take but a hot minute to fill this thing up. And it's probably got a third or quarter of a tank in it. And then the auto shut off. Oh yeah, we'll let this fill up real quick and put the trailer away. Well, that didn't take long. It literally filled up about the time I cut the camera off. We'll idle this down, cut that off, cut all the tanks off. Always cut the fuel off. They say cut the fuel off, and it kind of, you know, with the trailer bouncing down the road, it's probably not good for it to be sitting there with the fuel on. Yep, I see fuel. That's pretty impressive how fast this thing fuels up. Hold on one second, I'll grab that from you and reel that in. Like so. It's got a nice little handle right there. Big fuel filter, so everything is filtered before going in the equipment. Like I said, same thing with the def. It's on a nice little hose reel. Luckily, that is tier 0, and we do not need this, so we just keep that tucked away.
Yeah, I pulled out of them two tanks evenly. Perfect.
Can you tell that it went down?
Yeah,
oh yeah, look at it. It's each one's at 7/8 of a tank now. So you can see we filled both up, all 4 of them up to slam full, and it pulled an 1/8 of a tank out of each one. So how many gallons is that? If it's 115 gallons, we're doing math on the spot, but that's like probably 40-50 gallons it pulled out. About 40 gallons.
40.
Right quickly. All right, well there it is. Thanks to Thunder Creek for putting everything together and getting the setup made for me. I am super excited and ready to use it every day to make my life easier. And there we have it, all blocked in and secured for the night.